Hello guys, from this lecture we are going to obtain power series solution for Legendre equation. The second order differential equation, that is ordinary differential equation of the form 1 minus t squared x double dash minus 2t into x dash plus p into p plus 1 x is equal to 0 is known as Legendre equation, where p is a real constant. Okay, let's move to solve. Given Legendre equation, write the same. Let it be equation number 1 where p is a real constant. The same process is carried over here as we did in Hermite equation. Shortly, we recall the process of Hermite equation. First, we have to check whether the given equation in standard form, that is the coefficient of the highest derivative is 1. If not, we have to make it as 1 by dividing throughout by the non-unity value here. Second step, we have to check whether the function is analytic or not, that is coefficient of x dash and x are analytic or not. If the function is analytic, we can able to pick an arbitrary point as an ordinary point here. Then we can able to assume power series solution for the given second order differential equation, here mentioned Legendre equation. Converting equation 1 in standard form to check analyticity, for that equation 1 throughout divided by 1 minus t squared. Therefore, we can write equation 1 as x double dash minus 2t by 1 minus t squared x dash plus p of p plus 1 by 1 minus t squared into x equal to 0. Comparing the equation with the general form where a1 and a2 are minus 2t by 1 minus t squared and p into p plus 1 by 1 minus t squared. That is, a1 of t is, bring the denominator to numerator, 2t of 1 minus t squared the whole power minus 1. Use binomial expansion for this one, that is 1 minus x the whole square is equal to 1 plus x squared plus and so on. So here write it as 2t of 1 minus t squared, that is instead of x we are having t squared. So 1 plus x, that is t squared plus x squared, t squared the whole square plus and so on. Similarly for a2 of t, p into p plus 1, 1 minus t squared the whole power minus 1, that can be expanded using binomial expansion. Look at the infinite series 1 plus t squared plus t power 4 plus and so on. If we replace t by 1, what happens? 1 plus 1 squared plus 1 power 4 plus and so on. So we have infinitely many ones. While adding, we get a large number. Not only for 1, if we apply more than 1 values, we get the same large number here. That means the sum of the series tends to very big value, that is infinite. That is divergent. But for analyticity, we need non-infinite value. The value should not be equal to infinity. That should be a finite value. So for that, we have to fix the limit here. Similarly, for t equal to minus 1 and less than minus 1 values, we get the same result. Because t carrying the power, even power. That is, for t equal to 1 and above 1, and also t equal to minus 1 and below minus 1, the given infinite series is divergent. So we have to consider in between minus 1 and plus 1. That is, t lies between minus 1 and plus 1. That is, t belongs to open interval minus 1 comma 1, excluding both the values. For example, let us assume one arbitrary value in between minus 1 and plus 1. Let it be 0. What happens? 1 plus 0 squared plus and so on. The value is 1, that is finite value. If you take some other value except 0, that should be a part of 1. For example, if you assume 0.5 in between minus 1 and plus 1, we can write it as 1 by 2. Similarly, if you take 0.8, you can write it as 8 by 10. While replacing those values for t 1 by 1, for example, if you take 1 by 2, 1 plus t squared plus and so on. That is equivalent to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus and so on. Here the numerator is fixed to 1 but the value of denominator is increased. Simplifying, you get an answer definitely less than the previous value. Here less than the previous value plus and so on. So the value converges to some finite value. That means any value from open interval minus 1 comma 1, if we replace in the given infinite series, we get a finite value. That means converges. Also the function is analytic in the region that is modulus of t less than 1. Pick any one point in the interval. Let's take the arbitrary point as t equal to 0. So that is ordinary point. Hence, we can conclude here a1 of t and a2 of t converge when absolute of t less than 1 are equivalent to minus 1 less than t less than 1. That is a1 of t and a2 of t are analytic functions, analytic at t equal to 0, an arbitrary point. Therefore, t equal to 0 is an ordinary point of the Legendre equation. By definition, equation 1 admits power series solution for the region absolute of t less than 1. So, let's assume that z of t is equal to summation k varies from 0 to infinity ak t power k be the solution of given equation. If z of t is a solution, it should satisfy the given equation. So replace x by z here. We get 1 minus t square x double dash replaced by z double dash minus 2t into z dash plus p into p plus 1 z is equal to 0. Let it be equation number 2. Also, we can expand the summation as z of t is equal to substituting k is equal to 0 and 1, 2, 3 and so on to infinity. For k equal to 0, we get a0 t power 0, k equal to 1, a1 t power 1, k equal to 2 and so on. Now differentiating z dash of t is equal to constant with respect to any variable 0. So here a1 constant, t variable t with respect to t, that is 1, a1 into 1 plus a2 t square differentiation 2t plus a3 differentiating t cube 3t square plus a4 4t power 3 plus and so on. Again differentiating z double dash of t equal to a1 constant, so 0, so 2 a2 constant, differentiating t we get 1 plus 3 a3 differentiating t square, that is 2 into t plus 4 a4 constant, differentiation of t power 3 3 t power 2 plus and so on. We can write again the series, infinite series as summation, or directly differentiate from z of t in summation form. Differentiating z of t is equal to summation k varies from 0 to infinity ak t power k, we get z dash of t is equal to summation k varies from 0 to infinity ak constant differentiating t power k, k t power k minus 1. Already set in Hermite equation, we have to retain power of t as k always. For that purpose, we have to replace here k minus 1 by k. That is k minus 1 replaced by k means k replaced by 1 plus k. So the value is equal to summation k varies from 0 to infinity k replaced by k plus 1 a suffix k plus 1 t power k plus 1 minus 1, that is k. Here also k replaced by k plus 1, that is k plus 1 is equal to 0 to infinity. That means k varies from 0 to minus 1 to infinity. While expanding summation by replacing k by the first value minus 1, so here substituting minus 1 plus 1, it becomes 0. So that is meaningless. So we can exclude k is equal to minus 1 from the summation. So k starts from 0 to infinity. Again differentiating, z double dash of t is equal to summation here. K varies from 0 to infinity, k plus 1, a k plus 1, t power k, that is k t power k minus 1. Repeat the same process, k minus 1 replaced by k, that is k replaced by k plus 1, that is equal to summation k replaced by k plus 1, that is k start from minus 1 to infinity, k replaced by k plus 1, k plus 1, that is k plus 1 plus 1 k plus 2, a suffix k plus 1 plus 1, that is k plus 2, t power k. K starts from minus 1 to infinity, that is minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on to infinity. While replacing k by minus 1, here minus 1 plus 1, that becomes 0. 0 into anything 0. So here also we can exclude the value minus 1 from the summation. So k start from 0 to infinity. Substituting those values in equation 2. Now equation 2 can be written as expanding the term 1 into z double dash, that is z double dash minus t squared into z double dash, remaining right as it is. Substituting z double dash, z dash and z in the summation form, we get, that is z double dash minus t squared into z double dash minus 2t into z dash plus p into p plus 1 z value. Note the point here, minus t squared into z double dash. Already t power k, here t power 2. So we can write it as t power k plus 2. Similarly here t into t power k, that is t power 1 into t power k, t power k plus 1. After simplifying, here also we have to write power of t as k. For that, here we have to replace k plus 2 by k. That means k replaced by k minus 2. Look here, k plus 1 replaced by k. That is k replaced by k minus 1. Replacing k by k minus 2, that is k minus 2 is equal to 0 to infinity, that is k varies from 2 to infinity. Substituting k as k minus 2, k minus 2 plus 1, that is k minus 1. Here k replaced by k minus 2 plus 2, that is answer k. Come to here, k replaced by k minus 1. K minus 1 plus 1, that is k. Here k minus 1 plus 1, that is k. Here k minus 1 equal to 0 to infinity. So k is equal to 1 to infinity. T power k. Once again, first term no change at all. In second term, replace k plus 2 by k. That is k by k minus 2. We get the answer here. Third term, replacing k by k minus 1. And the last term as it is, no change at all. Substituting k is equal to 1, this term becomes 0. 1 minus 1, that is 0, 0 into anything 0. So for 1 we get 0. Similarly for k equal to 0, 0 into anything 0. So for 1 and 0 the values are 0. So we can include both numbers 0 and 1 here. So k start from 0 to infinity. Here also, substituting k equal to 0, 0 into anything 0. So instead k equal to 1 to infinity, we can able to write k start from 0 to infinity. So include 0 in the summation. T power k is common to all the terms. Note the point. Here coefficient a suffix k plus 2. Here coefficient ak. Here also ak. The same is repeated. So combining the last three and write the first one as it is. Once again, write the first term as it is, group remaining 3 terms, whereas summation ak t power k is common to all. So take it out. The rest of the terms for the second term, k minus 1 into k before minus. Here minus 2 into k plus p into p plus 1. So write here as it is, except the common term ak t power k, that is equal to 0. expanding this expression, minus k into k, that is minus k square, minus k into minus 1, that is plus k, minus 2k, plus p into p square, plus 1 into p, that is minus k square, minus 2k plus k, minus k plus p square plus p. Both are looking same. Here square of k, square of p, just k, here instead p. So add and subtract product term of both the variables, that is k into p. Minus k square minus k minus kp plus kp plus p square plus p. Group the terms, first 3 and last 3. Common term is k, so minus k, remaining k plus 1 plus p. Similarly, p is common to all, so take it out, p into k plus p plus 1. K plus p plus 1 is common to both the terms, so take it out, k plus p plus 1 of remaining p minus k. So we can write from the above step, summation k varies from 0 to infinity, k plus 1, k plus 2, a k plus 2, t power k, plus summation k varies from 0 to infinity, replace with k plus p plus 1 of p minus k, a k, t power k equal to 0. Note the point, t power k and summation is common to both the terms, so take it out. We have summation k varies from 0 to infinity, k plus 1, k plus 2, a suffix k plus 2 plus k plus p plus 1 of p minus k, remaining terms, ak of the common out t power k equal to 0. Summation equal to 0 means the value inside the summation is equal to 0. So we have k plus 1, k plus 2 of a k plus 2 plus k plus p plus 1 of p minus k, a k equal to 0. So now write a k plus 2 from this. So bring to that side minus of minus k plus p plus 1 of p minus k whole divided by k plus 1, k plus 2 of ak. For k varies from 0 to infinity. So k start from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So replacing k by 0, we get a2 is equal to minus p, k replaced by 0, 0 plus p plus 1, that is p plus 1 whole divided by, here 0 plus 1, 0 plus 2, that is 1 into 2, a suffix k replaced by 0. Next, replace k by 1 in star, let it be star. We get from star a suffix a 1 plus 2, that is a3, that is equal to minus of p minus 1, k replaced by 1, that is 1 plus 1, 2, p plus 2 whole divided by 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, that is 2 into 3, where k replaced by 1, that is a1. Or we can write it as equivalently minus of p minus 1, p plus 2 whole divided by 2 into 3, that can be written as 3 factorial into a1. Here also 1 into 2 replaced by 2 factorial. Replacing k by 2 in equation star, we get a suffix 2 by 2, that is 4, a4, that is equal to from star minus of p minus 2, k replaced by 2, 2 plus 1, 3, that is p plus 3 whole divided by 2 plus 1, 2 plus 2 of ak, a suffix 2. Here replace a2 by the previous value derived, that is equal to minus of p minus 2 p plus 3 by 3 into 4, a2 replaced by minus p of p plus 1 whole divided by 2 factorial into a naught. Minus into minus plus. So that is equivalent to a suffix 4 equal to minus of minus plus. So p minus 2 p plus 3 p of p plus 1 whole divided by 2 factorial into 3 into 4, that is 4 factorial of a naught. Write in order p centered p plus 1, then write p plus 3, before that p minus 2. Left side p minus 2, right side start from p plus 1, p plus 3. Substituting k is equal to 3 in equation star, we get a suffix 3 plus 2, that is 5 is equal to, here minus of p minus k replaced by 3, that is minus of p minus 3 k replaced by 3, 3 plus 1 4, so p plus 4 whole divided by k plus 1, 3 plus 1, 3 plus 2, it is 4 into 5, k replaced by 3, so a3. Note the point, a5 in terms of a3, a4 in terms of a2. Replace a3 by its value from here, that is a5 is equal to minus of p minus 3 p plus 4 by 4 into 5, a3 replaced by minus of p minus 1 p plus 2 divided by 2 into 3 of a1, that is a5 is equal to minus into minus plus. So we can write in order, the first one p minus 1 left side p minus 3, after p minus 1 right side p plus 2 p plus 4. Write in order, start from p plus 2, then p plus 4, left side p minus 1 and p minus 3, that is p minus 3 of p minus 1 whole divided by 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, that is 5 factorial. Similarly, we can able to write consequent terms by comparing the previous terms. Sorry, I missed to write here a naught while copying, so write a naught. Next we have to write a6. For that compare a2 and a4. a2 in terms of a naught and also a4 in terms of a naught. That means a suffix even number or in terms of a naught. Also comparing terms in product, that is centered by p into p plus 1. Here also p into p plus 1. Note the point, terms are added in right side with 2 as an increment. That means p plus 1 adding 2 with that we get p plus 3. Likewise, terms are added in left side with 2 as decrement. That means here p subtracting 2 from, we get p minus 2 as its previous term added here. Also note the point, alternative positive negative. If a4 is negative, okay, sorry, if a2 is negative, a4 is positive. Now you can understand the flow of terms in the fraction. Are you ready to answer? Yes, a2 minus a4 plus automatically a6 minus, centered with the terms p of p plus 1. We can see in another way also here, we end with 3. If a suffix 4, that is suffix is 4 means we have to end with 4 minus 1. In left side, we have to end with 4 minus 2. Now you can catch the point. Right side end with 6 minus 1. Left side end with 6 minus 2. So start writing here p minus 2 p minus 4. We have to stop here because left side end with 4. Similarly, right side p plus 1. So adding 2 p plus 3 p plus 5. So end with 5, that is 6 minus 1. Regarding denominator, a2 that is 2 factorial, a4 4 factorial. We are writing a6, so 6 factorial. Similarly, we can able to write next a7 by comparing a3 and a5. Comparing a3 and a5, that is centered with p minus 1 of p plus 2. Here also p minus 1 of p plus 2. The same operation is applied. For right side terms, we have to add 2. For left side terms, we have to subtract 2 as did in before. Next question is where to stop at right side. So for right side, we have to stop at 5 minus 1. For left side, we have to stop at 5 minus 2. For this 3, right side 4. So here end with 4 right side, end with 3 for left side. For this case a5. Simply சொல்ல போனா ரொம்ப ஈஸி தான். இங்க a suffix even number பாத்தீங்கன்னா start from எதுல ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுதுன்னா p into p plus 1 அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. Next a suffix 4 பாத்தீங்கன்னா கம்பேர் பண்ணி பார்க்கும்பொழுது the same terms repeat ஆயிருக்கு இல்லைங்களா p into p plus 1. So left side பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு 2 2 ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டே போறாங்க. Right side பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2 2 ஆட் பண்ணிட்டே போறாங்க. இதுதான் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி. சரி எங்க கொண்டு போய் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா. ஸோ a suffix 4 அப்படிங்கிறது நமக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னா இந்த 4 அப்படின்னு நம்பர் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா ரைட் சைடில் 4 minus 1 அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸ்டாப் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. லெஃப்ட் சைடில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மைனஸ் அப் நோட் த பாயிண்ட் இந்த சிம்பிளையும் நம்ம அப்படியே கேரி ஓவர் பண்ணிட்டு போகணும். ப்ளஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் வர நம்பர் இங்கே இந்த சஃபிக்ஸில் வர நம்பர் 4 minus 1 இருக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி இங்க மைனஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் வர நம்பர் அதாவது எண்ட் டேர்ம் என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா மைனஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் வர நம்பர் எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா 4 minus 2 இருக்கணும். இதே கான்செப்ட் தான் நாம இந்த சஃபிக்ஸ் அந்த கான்செப்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஆட் நம்பர்ஸ்க்கும் இந்த சேம் தான் சொல்லியிருந்தேன். எதுக்கு நான் திருப்பி மறுபடியும் சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா இந்த கான்செப்ட் புரிஞ்சுட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா you can able to write any sequence in the flow. That means subsequence in the flow. Are you ready to write the next term in the sequence? That is a suffix 7. While substituting k equal to 5, we get a7. That is equal to, we have to center it with p minus 1 of p plus 2. So adding 2, we get the right side terms of the product. That is p plus 2 plus 2, p plus 4. Where to stop? So this number minus 1, that is 6. So next one, p plus 4 plus 2, that is p plus 6. So come to the left side. So we have to subtract 2 from the previous, that is p minus 1 minus 2, that is p minus 3. Where to stop? The number 7 minus 2, that is 5. Up to 5 we have to write p minus 3, p minus 5. Whole divided by denominator. So for a3, that is 3 factorial. For a5, 5 factorial. If it is a7, definitely 7 factorial of the same number. That means the same variable, that is a1. Carefully note the point. a3 negative, a5 positive. Here a7 definitely negative. That means alternative positive negative. If you do as per the process, you get the same a7. So without repeating the process, we can shortly write the next term by making compatibility between two consecutive a suffix odds or two consecutive a suffix even. Proceeding like this, in general we get, so a2, a4, a6. So in general term of even numbers, that is a suffix 2m. If it is 6, we have to stop with 6 minus 1, that is 5. Left side, 6 minus 2, that is 4. After minus, we have to replace it by 6 minus 2. Are you ready to write? 6 replaced by 2m in general case. Of course, you can able to write here for 2m. Come on. If it is a suffix 6 means we have to end with p plus 6 minus 1, that is 5. So for 2m, p plus 2m minus 1. That's all. Okay. So for left hand side, if it is 6, we wrote it as P minus 6 minus 2, that is 4 here. So for now it is 2m, so we have to write it as 2m minus 2. That's it. Come to odd number, start from A3. So now its general form 3, 5, 7 and so on. So in general we can say it as 2m plus 1. So for m is equal to 1, so A3, m is equal to 2, A5, A7 and so on. Come to the point, how do you write terms in the product? If it is 7, we have to end with right sign P plus 7 minus 1, that is 6. Now we replace 2m plus 1 instead 7. So now you have to write 2m plus 1 minus 1. That is 2m. Similarly, for left hand side, where do you stop the flow? So P minus, if it is 7, we have to stop with 7 minus 2. That is 5. If it is 2m plus 1, we have to stop it with 2m plus 1 minus 2. That is 2m plus 1 minus 2 minus 1. So we have to write after minus 1, that is 2m minus 1 as per the process. Sorry, I always missed to write one thing in the fraction, that is A6 in terms of A0. As per the flow, we are going to write the general term in two aspects, that is A suffix odd number and A suffix even number. So for first, A suffix even number. So general representation is 2m. A suffix 2m is equal to. So now the centermost terms in the product, P into P plus 1. Similarly, for A suffix odd number, the center term in product, that is P minus 1 into P plus 2. General representation of A suffix even number, that is A suffix 2m is equal to P of P plus 1, right sign P plus 3 and so on to, we have to stop it with P plus, if it is 2m, that is 2m minus 1. Okay. Left hand side, subtracting 2, P minus 2, P minus 4 and so on, P minus 2m minus 2 as explained already here. Similarly, general representation of A suffix odd number, that is A suffix 2m plus 1, that is equal to centered with P minus 1, P plus 2, P plus 4 and so on to end with P plus 2m plus 1 minus 1, that is 2m. Left hand side P minus 3 and so on to end with P minus 2m minus 1 bar, that is 2m plus 1 minus 2, that's equal to 2m minus 1 as said before. Whole divided by 2m plus 1 factorial. One thing we must to write, so we have two consecutive A suffix odds or two consecutive A suffix even, all are alternative positive negative. Is it right? So we have to write before minus 1 power m to get alternative positive negative in the sequence. Similarly, minus 1 power m. If you replace m by 1, that is A2, minus 1 the whole power m replaced by 1, minus 1 power 1, that is minus. So A2 is minus. Replacing m by 2, that is A suffix 4, minus 1 power 2, that is plus. You get alternative positive negative. Here also the same. M by 1 means you get negative. M is equal to 2 means positive. Alternative positive negative in the flow. Going to go ahead to check what is A3 is negative, A5 is positive. Come to here, A3 is negative, A5 is positive. Of course, A7 is negative, That means alternative positive negative. Similarly for A2, start from negative, A4 positive. Go and check A2 negative, A4 that is positive, A6 that is negative. Note the point. We have to write A0. Here A suffix odd number in terms of A1. Okay, always forget to write myself. That's all. That's we have evaluated A suffix 2m and A suffix 2m plus 1 for general case. Now we can able to write the solution. Now the solution becomes z of t is equal to expanding the summation. First term A0, A1t, A2t square, A3t power 3, A4 t power 4 plus and so on. So now group the terms A suffix even numbers, that is A0, A2, that means A2 t square plus A4 t power 4 plus and so on, plus A suffix odd number A1 t plus A3 t power 3 plus A5 t power 5 plus and so on. Note the point. For generalization, we substituted k from 1, 2, 3 and so on. So here we have to group the terms from second. So write A0 as it is, that is without t term, constant term, plus group the terms from here itself. So summation A suffix, all are even numbers, A suffix even number, t power the same even number. So we have to write it as commonly A suffix 2m, t power 2m, right? Whereas m varies from 1 to infinity. So start from 1, m is equal to 1, you get A suffix 2 into 1, A2 t square. If m is equal to 2, A suffix 2 into 2, A4 t power 4. Next A6 t power 6 and so on up to infinite terms for A suffix even numbers. Similarly, for A suffix odd number, write A1t as it is plus group the terms from here A3tq plus A5t power 5. For that general case, write summation A suffix odd number, general form of odd number 2m plus 1 t power the same odd number, that is 2m plus 1, whereas m varies from 1 to infinity. Start from 1, replacing with 1, 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 that is 3, A3 t power the same, that is 3. If m is equal to 2, 2 into 2 plus 1 that is A5 t power 5, A3 t cube, A5 t power 5, m is equal to 3, A7 t power 7 and so on. So you get consecutive A suffix odd numbers start from 3 up to infinity by expanding this summation. By substituting the general derived result for A2m from above, similarly for A2m plus 1 from here, we get A2m in terms of A0. So now it will be replaced by the lengthy term with A0. So A0 is common to first two terms. So we can take it A0 as common. Also replacing A suffix 2m plus 1, that is in terms of A1. So now the term into A1. So here third and fourth term commonly we have A1. That is after replacing A2m, A0 is common. So take it out, A0 off. A0 come out, so remaining 1 plus the whole term into t power 2m. Similarly, replacing A suffix 2m plus 1 from general case. So that is in terms of A1. So now third and fourth term, the common term is A1. So take it out. So plus A1 off. Here rest of the value t plus summation m varies from 1 to infinity. The whole term of t power 2m plus 1. That is A0 into the bracket and A1 into this bracket. So we can rewrite as z of t is equal to A0 into z1 of t plus A1 into z2 of t, where z1 of t is equal to the whole bracket and z2 of t is equal to the whole bracket here for arbitrary a0 and a1. a0 and a1. When a0 is equal to 0 and a1 is equal to 1, we get z of t is equal to z2 of t, or a0 equal to 1, a1 is equal to 0, we get z of t is equal to z1 of t. Hence, z1 of t and z2 of t are two linearly independent solution of the given equation, that is Legendre equation of 1 on absolute of t less than 1 or t lies between -1 and +1. So overview of this process is, first we have to write in standard form, second we have to check the analyticity, then find ordinary points, then we can say there exists a power solution z of t. From that find z dash and z double dash and replacing in the given problem, we get an expression. So using that expression we have to generalize a suffix k, that is here we derived in two form, that is a suffix k and a suffix 2k, that is k means here 2k plus 1, that is a suffix odd number and a suffix even number. So finally replace it with the given assumption, that is the power series solution. We get the exact answer and the conclusion. Hence we have concluded both z1 and z2 are two linearly independent solution of 1 or absolute of t less than 1. Thank you.